My cow puppy. Get up here. Okay. Now I can't hear the music. Good grief. You guys can. It's coming in total robotic. How you do it? Okay. They dance like this on here, Mom. Okay, enough of that. Oh, Lord. Okay, now I'm roasting. Oh. Yikes. Hi, everyone. How is today for everyone else? Clog dance. That's it. Okay. Hi, Peggy. Glitters and Gold, Lizzo, Freeside, Undead, I want to say Tivoli, inspired by Denise. I am well. I'm doing better, staying really connected with my sister. We like text every day and talk now and then, and she had her second chemo today. She looks so tired. It's sad. It almost made me cry, but she sent me a picture. I wonder if she would care if I showed it. Because I've shown her before. Where's my phone? Oh, it's over here. Oh, as you all know, I have a flip phone. This is Tulip. He's my screensaver. She's my screensaver. There's Tulips. Shoot, where is it? Wait, I gotta say hi to everyone first while I'm. Hi, Bread Moss, ADHD, Artsy, Grandpa, J Brad 865, Ryan. Hi, everybody. Ryan, are you my dad? Says Grandpa. Well, nice and southeast today, says J Brad. My day is all the better for seeing your smiling face. That's so sweet. Thank you. You love my hair? I shoved it in this thing. It's a lot cooler than having that hair around my face. I'm going to like my hair a lot more when I've got more of it. At least hair grows, right? And I'm in a pretty good mood because instead of getting my cleaning done, well, no, I'm still getting that done in June on my teeth. I'm getting the bonding done. I'm so excited. I mean, I just don't like it, you guys. The chip's right there, and it's smooth across. So it'll look like that. See? Look at that. Oh, thank you. Well, thanks for that. Yeah, it's pulled back. It's short. My hair wasn't this short when people met me 2 years ago, but it was gosh darn close. I think it was like to here, and I would wear little pigtails. But yeah, here's a picture of my sister. I got this today, and she's having, looks like chemo being done. I'm going to bring it up. I know this is a little flip phone kind of deal. Oh, jeez. Here we go. There she is. Ashley, if you're watching, the whole world's seeing you. She needs prayers, you guys. She has high-grade serous carcinoma, the ovarian kind. Her tummy's all bloated like that because that's where the cysts keep filling up with fluid, and she has to keep having them drained. There she is. Yeah. And, I mean, I think she looks good. She just looks a little tired. She's a year younger than me. I love you, Ashley. You're so strong. And then in the middle of my life last night, I got news about Demetrius, and he messaged me. He cannot talk. He has what is it? I think it's called a trach or something. Yeah, they're 8 hours. I don't know. Should I have these tendrils? Does that look better? No, I think I need the tendrils, don't I? Oops, maybe not too much tendril. Stoma. What does that mean? What is stoma mean? Oh, is that what the thing's called in Demetrius's? Anyway, well, first, I did find this out from my mother today. That my sister, when she had the obstruction and couldn't keep food down, was throwing up and everything, and ended up back in the hospital. It was a large pill that got caught in the esophagus and never dissolved and digested in the stomach and made blockage. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I haven't seen her in 12 years. I just can't. Time has really flown by. A lot of it's because of the C disease, you guys. I wasn't willing to, for one, get on an airplane. there's no way. I'm not, you know, there were people that would wear masks when it first came out. I'm not kidding either. And yeah, they would wear masks on the plane and still get the C disease. Because, you know, you're in that capsule, there's no ventilation. I mean, there's a little bit of air that comes down, right? She said that your sister was fat. Is this, I don't know. It kind of, I'm thinking maybe this grandpa is Rapper playing around, but I could be wrong. Rapper is in the house. Yeah, that is Rapper. She said that your sister was fat. Who said whose sister was fat? Nobody's sister is fat. Oh, did it? You got food stuck in your throat? Scary. I did too once. I had a piece of lettuce with vinegar and oil on it because I like that. I like Italian dressing, things like that. Too much vinegar, and I sucked in with the lettuce, and oh my God, it was caught, and I thought I was going to panic, but instead I remembered what a waitress told me when we were cutting up vegetables at Denny's when I was younger and getting the, you know, those ready. She said, you know, and I don't advise this for everybody, but I did it. She said, eat a piece of bread, right? A piece of bread will push it down. But then again, like, if it's a piece of meat or something, you don't want like double obstruction or whatever. But I did. I grabbed some bread out of the fridge and pushed it down to where I could breathe. And I mean, I wouldn't have done that. I probably would have ran out of the house going, ah, you know, who knows? It's scary. No, stoma is different. Stoma is for the bowel. Oh, okay. So anyway, as far as Demetrius goes, I asked him. I left a voice message and I said, "How did you end up in there? Did you just wait? He's in horrible pain. I don't know if it's from this or what. You can't talk, you can't eat. I don't know why it's 3 weeks. I thought people were on these things, those kinds of things, and they didn't know how long, right? Is it a few days? Is it a week? Is it a month? Is it? I don't think it's a breathing tube. I think it's like a scope thing, like my sister had. But then again, I don't know. Now, Rachel, who works, you know, at the home and everything where Demetrius lives, all the way, you know, in the southern end of the United States, said it was a track, like for trach, right? Type deal. Who's meowing? Which kitty's meowing out there? I gotta check on my little girls. Ooh. Who's meowing? Who's meowing? Who's meowing? Is that you, Rain? You want to come in? Come on in. Hey. Hey, want some dry? You Panda go out? Oh dear. All right, come here. Come here. Probably see her fall out now. Oh, both are here. Oh, Ginger. No, this has lots of protein in it. You can't have this. Here, I'll feed you in a little bit. Some dry. You're a big boy. It's Daddy Kitty. Daddy. Say hi. Gosh, you're heavy. Holy cow, you're heavy. Oh, God, you're so heavy. Oh. All right, we'll let them have some, and then I'll bring the other two in or something like that. All right. Yeah, so It was cold today, you guys. It was so cold. I had a sweater on. When I rode my bike to the hall this morning, I leave at 11:30, and I get there at like quarter to 12, and it's from 12 to 1. There's only like 10 of us there. They're not even open on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursdays. You know? Anyway, prayers for Demetrius, prayers for my sister Ashley. I appreciate all the prayers, you guys. She's a real, very religious woman. I'm spiritual and that kind of thing, but I don't think I'm quite as religious. Am I hidden? Hi, Anna Marie. No, I see you. Who is Demetrius? He's the boy. No, he's not a boy. Young man. He's exactly my son's age. Well, he turned 29 on the 11th. So, did he go in the hospital the day after or on his birthday? But anyway, he had told me his birthday was coming like weeks ago. And my son will be 29 in December. But he's a young man that I met on Tattooed Rebels panel when he was up there talking and things 2 years ago, and told a little bit about his life and his circumstances. And he has 60% lung capacity breathing in one lung. And I've seen x-rays. He's not just talking. It's not a sympathy thing. Anyway, and he said he felt like a ball and chain with this oxygen machine that he has to bring everywhere with him. So I helped him get a portable one, that doesn't have the long, is it pipes or I don't know, whatever it is. And it took 5 months for his insurance to okay the whole thing, but his insurance paid half and I paid the other half. And, it was $600. And I'm saying that because someone might think I forked out $1,000 or something. I never have money like that. And that was for my trust fund. And I knew if I didn't help this young man, and he wasn't asking, he wasn't saying, oh, can someone help me? I asked him because out of his SSI, he was paying like $50 towards it. And I said, that's going to take you a year or more to get that thing. So, yeah, he got it and he likes it. And he has to have oxygen 24/7. So anyway, about a week ago, he contacted me because we say hi every few days, catch up, how you doing? He tells me about his channel, and you guys see him in my channel, and I've been on his panel before. He lives down south, and he had a clot in his upper or his left ventricle, right, of his heart. And was in the hospital and got out, was on a blood thinner and medicine to make it go away. So I thought he was completely on the mend, right? And then last night when I was doing a live, Glitters, the nurse, and it's the real deal. Like, I can tell the way she's talking. I've only spoke to her once on the phone about mailing the money, getting the money. Is it gonna, which post office, right? Is this money order going to go to, or check, or I think I sent a cashier's check, I think. But yeah, he's back in, and I don't know what made him go there, but he says he's in pain. I don't know if something's happening with his heart again, or if it's the lungs, or if it's both. But he has an autoimmune disease kind of thing on top of it. It's pretty awful. So, I burst into tears when I found out the seriousness of it and all this last night on my live. But I guess he's doing okay. He can't talk. So, I asked him some questions. How did you end up back in there? But I said, too tired. You don't want to get back to me. It's okay. It's all right. No, Anna Marie, I see you. Hi, Teresa Bronson. 812. Rapper, you being funny. I ate one whole bag of Doritos in my 20s, and I just couldn't eat another Dorito for like years, at least 30 years. Now I can eat a few. And in fact, I tried it's cheeseburger, nighttime cheeseburger. How weird. Like you could taste a little bit of ketchup and mustard and whatever, and they're kind of good and they're kind of addicting. You can't eat just one, but they're not spicy. Like, have you guys had that yet? They're cheeseburger Dorito. I'm not kidding. I have them in my and had food poison. Grow up, rapper. Lizzo also said she was going to eat your cats. Oh, rapper. Rapper, we love you. We've met you. We met you on Leanies. We've seen you. We feel like we know you. Or, I mean, we don't, but you know what I mean. You've seen me. Yeah. Well, you know, Rapper was bummed out yesterday, said, I want a girl, and my son wants a girl. And, I mean, you know, I mean, everybody gets a little lonely or, you know, wants some kind of affection, right? I mean, eventually we're what's the word for it? I can't think of the word for it. Human beings, right? I feel bad for him. Yeah, glitters and gold so that Tina was eating Skittles. No, I can't stand Skittles. They're so darn sweet. I mean, it hurts my tongue. I've never liked Skittles. All right. Hi, Julie Delk. Hi, everybody. So, that Daniel Steele, I don't know who on earth that is. And I think it might have said Danielle Steele, or was it a Daniel? They're both spelled the same way, I think. I think it's a woman, but she left me in a comment today. I think today, maybe last night, after my live last night, and I deleted her from the channel because we went through stuff with her, right? Yesterday in the comments for not being very nice. And I mean, I give people chances and chances and even chances, but you know, I mean, so yeah, so class, um, where, oh, it's in here. Let me read the copyright really quick. Been 30 minutes already. Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purpose such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. And trying to get through this book. Whoops. Hi, Soulshine Mimi. How come I don't remember you? I don't remember this name. Unless you were a different name. Trying to recognize the face on your avatar. But thank you for coming in. Thank you. Hit the like, you guys. Okay, so now, separate realities in relationships. It's from this book, You Can Be Happy No Matter What. 5 Principles for Keeping Life in Perspective. Written by Richard Carlson, a PhD. What are you doing, Rain? The principle of separate realities suggests that no two people see life in precisely the same manner. We all look at life through our own unique filter, our thought system, and while many of us know this at an intellectual level, the principle of separate realities reminds us that this is not merely an intellectual, but a psychological fact. Once we accept this truth, we become free to genuinely enjoy and learn from each other's differences, including those we may not understand. Since each of us has our own personal frame of reference, our individual perceptions of life will vary. It will always seem to us that we ourselves are seeing a situation with a realistic outlook. But the principle of separate realities does not credit or discredit any one point of view or argue right and wrong. It points out simply that reality is an apparition, how something appears from a particular frame of reference. Separate realities mean that each of us is like a foreign country. Person A is certain the world is a safe place. Person B believes the world is dangerous. Who is right? Both are, within their own personal frame of reference. Both can point to endless, valid examples of why their viewpoint is correct, and both would do so with absolute certainty. When we see how our individual thought systems work to create our perspectives on the world, we are free to expand beyond those limitations. We feel less threatened when someone disagrees or is disappointed with us because we understand the inevitability. That's hard to say. Try saying that right now. Inevitability, 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 inevitability of this dynamic. We see the innocence in our own negative thinking and beliefs, as well as the innocence in the negativity of others. Okay, innocence in the negativity of others. We recognize beliefs as the result of past conditioning. Our understanding of separate realities allows us to take things less personally because we understand the nature of biases, beliefs, and philosophies about life. When it is a given that we all view life differently, we can expand ourselves to see this as rational and beautiful and open the door to more fruitful, mutually nurturing relationships. We will naturally become less defensive and less critical because we are less attached to preaching our personal life view and more concerned with bringing forth universal positive feeling. Amen. So yesterday I read about moods and relationships. And do I want to be right or happy? Okay, what thing about pulling your hair back? There we go. Oh, Grandpa, which is rapper. Oh, hi. Hi, Mab Investigates. Hi there. Is Grandpa rap? Yeah. Yeah, he's in a little bit of a mood. Just hang out and relax. All your friends are here. Oh, gosh. I heard Grandpa's passing away in about 5 minutes. Mab, you're funny. Oh, hi, Winter. Thank you. No, don't be saying things like that. What's that called? Misinformation and whatever else. Oh, oh, you used to watch me on there? Make a fool of myself? It was fun. It was fun to have a place I could go and make a fool of myself. Grandpa's wrapper. With that, wrap makes me laugh. Lulu, we're doing well. Just been healing from that facial surgery. You're still healing, Mad? Thank you for hopping in. Oh, I love you too, Soulshine. Thank you. Oh my gosh. You're so silly. Who is that too? Because, whoops. Because I don't drive. There's buses and bikes, right? I'd probably, if I drove, I'd never ride my bike. I'd never walk anywhere to the store anywhere. I'd probably be fat and lazy, and I don't want to be. Aw, thanks everybody. Oh, I forgot to put my what's it called, banner up. If anybody wants to help me with the kittens, like a litter, whatever. Somebody did donate yesterday. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. Like I said, as soon as 25 is on here, or I mean on my Cash App, StreamYard's going to take it. Just like that. Because I owe them for the month to do lives. So I don't have the money. I don't have any money for 2 weeks. But, you know, I'm not grifting. I'm just saying. So if I can't do lives after a while, they don't. They let me do lives a few days because they did it. Was it last month or the month before? Well, anyway, I honestly thought I wouldn't be able to do live if I didn't have the 25 for them to take out of my Cash App or PayPal. No, they kept letting me do lives. Couldn't believe it. But I don't know how long that'll be. You know what I mean? So if I disappear again for like a week or a few days, you'll know why. Okay. Stress. Second thoughts are even wiser. Euripides. Euripides. That looks rather Greek. I think, wow, there's so much about stress. Chapter 7. We'll just do that another day. All right? Tomorrow or whenever I'm able to come back on. Now we're on to, hi, Truth Seeker. No, come on now. You can be nice. Rapper, you can be very nice. Everybody really likes you. Why do you want people to get upset with you today? Like, you don't want that. Oh my gosh. Secret lover, that's what you are. Da da da. Oh God, Grandma, go eat, or Grandpa, go eat some popcorn. So funny. You guys are hilarious. Well, I made one. I actually made one. Because my son has an Amazon account, so he can order things with his SSI once in a blue moon, right? And then, you know, get the free shipping and handling by paying the monthly fee, whatever. So he said I have an account. So I think I can set up a wish list, but I'm kind of embarrassed. Like, what? I'm supposed to put cat meat and show boxes of litter and stuff? Like, I don't know. I'm kind of embarrassed. Hi, Ashley Y. Hello. Hi, everyone. Aw. Yeah. Yeah. Truth Seeker, stay here. It's not even you. It's not you. Oh, look at that. you just saw your dad. She's going through a lot, Rapper. I hope your dad is okay. He's not good? Wow. He's not good? Jeez. I don't know, like, we got Heels in the Air, who, I don't know, somebody said she was like on hospice, you guys. Or was at one point because of her oxygen levels were that low. So when she tripped and fell, it did something. And I don't know if things didn't get called quick enough or ambulance didn't come quick. I don't know, but I guess she was on live. I heard she was on live and she disappeared, didn't come back. I mean, and then I heard Queen Bee called her or something, and I think called the ambulance, and gosh. Hi, Mary Jane. Hi, everybody. Hi, Sherry. Okay, so I was about to read 12 Ways to Prevent Anxiety from Escalating yesterday, and I got the escalating anxiety news that Demetrius was back in the hospital again. And actually, he was in the week before due to the clot. And then about a month before that, he was in the hospital because of he was having a hard time breathing. So, in these past 6 months, he's been in a good 4 times. Hi, everyone. Yeah, truth seekers, stay around, okay? I mean, if you want to. Don't let anybody or anything run you off. Whoops. So 12 ways to prevent anxiety from escalating. This is for people who don't know, pebbles in the pond, living with chronic neurobiological disorders, living with them. There's a lot of them. 1, you can retreat. I read this yesterday. It's short. I'll read it again. If you are near or already in a situation in which you feel phobic, simply exit the situation until your anxiety subsides. In most cases, you can find a trap door that allows you to get yourself out of a situation. If you are on a freeway, get over into the right-hand lane, slow down, pull off on the shoulder if it's safe, or get off at the next exit. If you're in the checkout line at the grocery store, simply set your basket aside and walk out without explaining. 2, these are different things you can do. Not that you should do them, it's just whoever they might help, right? Talk to another person. Talking to someone nearby will help you get your mind off your panic symptoms and anxious thoughts. Whether you are driving in a car, standing in line at the grocery store, or flying on a plane, this works very well. In a public speaking situation, confiding to your audience about nervousness can help to reduce it. Yeah. I think when I stood up at AA and did my first speaker meeting, I'm pretty darn sure I said, I'm a nervous wreck. And then I started getting emotional because, CPS took my daughter from me for 3 months and my son had to move away. And I mean, it could have been more than, they said it would be 1 month, but everything took forever. Then it was 3 months. I did not think I was going to have them home by Christmas, but on December, I think it was December 13th. I think that was the actual date. It might have been the 15th, but I think it was the 13th of 2011. I got them back. I busted my ass. I did my outpatient therapy. I rode my bike there 3 times a week. It was 2 hours long. You had to go to 8 meetings a week. I went to 2 times 7, 14 to up to 30. I journaled. I called my lawyer way too damn much. I was trying to micromanage things. I had to get on the phone at 8 in the morning, between 8 and 8:30, You have a certain time to call in and see if your color comes up. And if it does, then you've got to have enough fluid in you to pee in a damn cup, because if there isn't enough urine, that's considered a positive, which is horrifying. And that happened to me once, and I nearly had a panic attack. They called my social worker, and she said, just relax, just, and then I heard people would drink like Red Bulls, those Red Bull drinks, you guys, to try to mess up their tests or something on purpose if they were dirty or whatever. But yeah, that was a pretty anxiety-filled time. Nothing I ever want to go back to. Hi, Country Kitten. Hi, everybody. Listen. Okay, that's enough. Rapper. Panic attacks are not fun. No. And I've said this before, but it's been a while. When I was flying over the huge ass ocean heading to Okinawa, and we're like over the ocean. Granted, it was daytime, but I was petrified. I was just like, I've been on so many airplanes to this point, right? From Vermont to Boston to, I think it was Colorado, then to LA, then over to Orange County. I remember that name, it'll never leave. On to Juneau, Alaska, getting on the huge ass Flying Tigers jet. They don't even make them anymore. Double decker kind of airplane. And then I'm over the ocean, and I'm like, how come other people get on planes and crash? You know what I mean? Like, am I going to. And then I had thoughts, am I going to make it back ever? And it's just, this is kind of what I've done for years, you guys. I almost expect the other shoe to fall off. Now, maybe that doesn't make any sense, but it's like a saying out there. But anyway, so I talked to this commander guy or captain, or I don't know, but he had a lot of stripes. And he was sitting next to me, looked like I was in my 20s. He was probably late 30s, maybe early 40s, but he was just like, I take this trip all the time to the Philippines and blah, blah, blah. And it's a piece of cake. And he was sipping on his Budweiser, so I started drinking mine a little faster. But talk to another person, like it helped. Maybe he saw how I was clutching the seat. I don't know. Who knows? But flying over huge ass ocean's really scary for some reason. Number 3. Oh, that's it. Grandpa, which is rapper. Okay. That upsets me. You cannot be in here bringing up the word demon about people. I'd rather be called a bitch or maybe even a cunt than like a demon or a witch or whatever. You know what I mean? Okay, just not going to have it. You're welcome to come back. You have many, many accounts. I'm sure you'll probably come back. But that truth seeker is going through a hard time with her dad now. She has in the past. I mean, have you heard the story? I think it was a year and a half ago. He was walking. He had a cup of coffee or something and something else in the other hand. He couldn't catch himself, and he broke, I believe she said, 8 ribs. I don't know how many we have. That's a lot. He was about 65. He's had open heart surgery or something before, or he needed to have it done. I don't know, stuff going on with his heart. And now something's going on with him again. And you're harassing her and bullying her. You don't want anyone to bully you. I mean, ow, my neck's just killing me. All right, number 3, do something physical. Moving and doing something physical helps you dissipate the extra energy or adrenaline created by the fight or flight reaction. At work, you can walk to the bathroom and back, or walk outdoors for 10 minutes. At home, you can do household chores. Gardening is also an excellent way to harness the physical energy of a panic reaction. Yeah, when I go through stress, like with my son or issues in my life, I find myself, I start cleaning. I do. I'll like clean out a cabinet or, and in fact, the first week that I took off time from YouTube and even watching YouTube, it's so hot in here because my window's closed. I went through every damn cabinet and drawer and took every little thing out, every dish, everything, and Windex down. I hadn't done that in a while. I really hadn't. It was kind of dirty from plates, not really crumbs, but like, unless you wipe down your cabinets even now and then, and I've lived here for years, like I just don't bother you guys doing that. I do the deep cleaning of like the sinks and the toilets and the floor and all that once a month. And then I'm constantly picking up and straightening because I like things neat and I like to know where things are. Like right now, I know where my eyeglasses are. Right now, I know, what I mean, where a rubber band is if I needed it. Right now, I know where everything is. I don't just throw every little thing into a drawer. Then you don't even know what ends up in there. But anyway, when I read this, it made me think of that. That's not like physical, like running or anything, but it's when you're vacuuming and you keep going, you get stuff done. I guess when I'm stressed out, I like to feel like I'm finishing something or no, accomplishing something. You know what I mean? And that's another reason I think I made all these like appointments. It was time, like for dental and eye appointments. And Parker was in some weird pain with his collarbone, probably the way he sits all the time. He thought it was something more. I had to get him to the chiropractor. That's $50. I had to use half of my toiletry money for that, but he wouldn't stop. He was freaked out, thought he needed some kind of x-ray. I'm like, look, our bodies, they're not always completely like level and even or symmetrical, I think is the word. And even the chiropractor told him that, said everything's fine. But we were hoping to get an x-ray done, but he said that he doesn't do them there, and if he referred him, it would have cost us. So I was like, no, there's no reason for it. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Ashley, why? They're panic attacks. I had one when I was looking for Mike all over Tarnation, and I thought he was laying by the phone after a grand mal seizure because we had a wonderful, beautiful, talkative about our future kind of evening just the night before, and then nothing all day, and like he wasn't answering a single phone call, and he was having. I just really thought it was that, but I found out, that he just started talking to someone online, and I was just shocked. That's the thing, you guys. You can feel betrayed and you can feel just shocked. Like when you think things are good, right? Like better than they've been for like almost 8 years. And then it's like, what? Like, what? You know what I mean? Aligned. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Lulu. Yep. My son ran out of the house once in his socks. Called 911. Gosh darn fire truck comes every time an ambulance comes. I don't know if it's like that down there. I don't really see the point of it, but that's what happens every time. So anyway, they whisked him off, and yeah, it was anxiety. It's a very real thing. I'm gonna open the window a tad more. Take these hot socks off. Okay. Whoa. Goodness gracious. All right. Number 4, engage in a simple repetitive activity. There are many simple repetitive acts that can distract your attention from your panic symptoms or anxiety producing thoughts. You can unwrap and chew a piece of gum. Okay, I'm just reading what it says. Eat some cereal or crackers. Count the number of people in line at the grocery store. Time how long it takes to get to the head of the line. Count the money in your wallet, or take out and read a 3x5 card on which you've listed coping statements for panic. While driving, count the bumps on the steering wheel. Count the number of red cars you see. Time the length of the spotlight. Add up numbers on license plates. Sounds like a lot of kind of OCD. I mean, I get it. I hear what he's saying. Do something mentally. Feel the sharp edge of a key or the teeth of a comb. Snap a rubber band against your wrist. Okay, I've heard of that for swearing. I'm sure you have too. Place a wet towel on your face or take a cold shower. Sing. The point is to find a simple form of distraction that redirects your attention away from bodily sensations or anxiety-provoking thoughts. 5. Do something that requires focused concentration. These activities are harder to initiate when you're feeling anxious or panicky. Once you're involved in them, though, they have a greater and more lasting capacity to distract your attention. Read a good novel or magazine. Solve puzzles, crosswords, jigsaw, puzzle books. Knit or sew. Okay, I don't knit. I have sewn like a button on something, and I've even what's it called? Darned a sock. Where so I can sew. And I do remember my grandma showing me how to either knit or crochet, and I don't know which one it is. It might be crochet, but I was so little. I think I was like 6, and I don't know how to do it today. And I don't want to learn. I have no interest in that. Write a running account of your changing level of anxiety. That's what my son's therapist, when he talked to him on the phone weekly for 2 years, said, is it a 10? Is it a 9? But you have to face those things. You have to face what you don't want to face. You have to do it without the compulsions. If you have that obsessive compulsive disorder, you have to do it. If you don't, and you see you'll survive it without having a panic attack, full-on attack, if you don't do it, this is what I've seen with my son, it escalates. It gets worse. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill, getting bigger and bigger. Then the next thing you think you can't do. The next thing you think you can't go there or say or touch or anything. It's awful. Engage in card or board games, calculator, compute, play a musical instrument, plan your day's activities, paint or play with clay. You guys, type in here what instruments you guys have played. Whatever it is through your life. In band, you know, when you were younger, in an orchestra, on stage or not, whatever. What instruments can you play or have you ever played? And I want to put them up on screen. I have my hair and makeup on point, says AD. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Well, this is what I've decided to do. You're going to see a lot of this because, look, it's extremely short. Like, extremely. I wish so bad it was down to here, but it's not. Now, it was getting there, remember? In 3 weeks, it grew half an inch or whatever. But I went to the place and I said, I need a little more texturizing because it was just sort of too full everywhere. But I said, don't take any length off. Well, she didn't, but she texturized it to make it blend more. It looked really cute and everything, I thought, when I left the place. But then the more I tried to fix it and whatever, like I don't know. So I'm just gonna let it grow out, have a little more hair, a little more hair, a little more hair. And I might keep it here, or I might just let it grow long again. Because it is kind of fun to be able to wear a high ponytail or you know what I mean, braids, whatever, different ways. Okay. Number 6, express your anger. I don't like the way it looks boxy like that. Anger and anxiety are incompatible reactions. It's impossible to experience both at the same time. Okay, I disagree. I'm disagreeing with what I just read. I think you can definitely have anger and have anxiety. Or maybe they're saying the anger can come from the anxiety. That's what my son goes through. He'll get really angry and anxious and gotta have his way and need this. And I really kind of know it's the anxiety taking over. I don't know. I mean, it says here you can't experience both at the same time. If you can express anger physically onto an object, not just talk about it, at the moment you feel sensations of panic coming on. You often can prevent the occurrence of a panic attack. Okay, pound on a pillow or your bed with both fists. Put a large durable pillow or cushion on your bed and hammer it with a tennis racket or plastic ball bat. Scream into a pillow or in your car alone with the windows rolled up. 7, experience something immediately pleasurable. Just as anger and anxiety are incompatible, so is a feeling of pleasure incompatible with an anxiety reaction. Any of the following may work to head off a panic attack. I gotta open my window. It's so stuffy in here. I can't hardly. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. Okay, just as anger and anxiety are incompatible, so is a feeling of pleasure incompatible with an anxiety reaction. Any of the following may work to head off a panic attack. Have your spouse or significant other hold you. Have a pleasurable snack or meal. This snack should consist of complex carbohydrates and protein, such as cheese, crackers, nuts, not sugar or junk food. Take a hot shower or sit and relax in a hot bath. 8. Practice thought stopping. This is a time-honored behavior modification technique for disrupting a pattern of negative or anxious thoughts. Take a deep breath and then shout, "Stop! Stop it!" or "Get out!" If there are people around you, you might want to do this silently or just visualize a huge stop sign. Repeat several times if necessary. Replace anxious thoughts with calming and supportive statements to yourself, such as "This too will pass," "I am calm and strong," or any other coping statements you have found helpful. If shouting "stop" doesn't serve to interrupt your thoughts, you may want to try snapping a rubber band against your wrist. Practice abdominal breathing. Slowing down your respiration and breathing from your abdomen can reverse 2 of the reactions associated with the fight or flight response: increased respiratory rate and constriction of your chest wall muscles. Slow abdominal breathing, especially through your nose, can reduce symptoms of hyperventilation that may cause or aggravate a panic attack. Wait, I asked for you guys to put what instruments you've played, and then I didn't even look. Lizzo, clarinet. She played saxophone, clarinet, piano, and guitar. Lizzo, I played clarinet too, just for 1 year in middle school. Nice. Piano, says Joan Marie. Nice. My mom taught me how to play piano when I was about, well, she moved away when I was 10, so I think I was 7, but I didn't do it very long. Got to get your peanut to sleep, says Ashley Y. Oh, all right. Oh, you played clarinet too. And the violin, Ashley Y. I know you're not here anymore, but I played clarinet, like I said, and viola. Pink Peony played the clarinet. Wow, and your son, the flute. Oh my goodness. Hi, Leanie. Hi. Jay Brad is sick and going to go. Oh. Hi, everyone. Thank you. Oh, God. Oh. Yeah. Slowing the breathing down is, I don't know. What are you doing, Soots? Come here, Mummers. Mummers. Practice muscle, I mean, it's a good thing. It's just not that incredibly easy. Oh my God. I hate it when I get bags. Practice muscle relaxation. Much of the discomfort you feel during a panic attack is due to your voluntary muscles tensing up. By practicing deep muscle relaxation at the onset of a panic, you can reverse this particular component of the fight or flight reaction. Okay. Hold your fists, clench your fists, hold for 10 seconds, then release for 15 or 20. Ow! Ow! I was pulling on my middle finger or something, just out of the blue. Ow! Did you guys see how my right hand, wait, yeah, it was more still. It's stronger. I'm right-handed, and my left one was starting. I'm going to do it again. Ow, that kind of hurt. You guys want to do it with me? 10 seconds. Wait. Yeah, see? Look how still this one is. And this one's moving all over the darn place. Ah, I'm trying to brace it against my chest, see? Look how still I can keep that. Fairly still. Oh, gosh. Repeat the process with bicep muscles, forehead muscles around your eyes, the muscles in the back of your neck, shoulder muscles, and the muscles around your shoulder blades. Repeat positive coping statements. Make calming, reassuring statements to yourself such as, it's only anxiety. I'm not going to let it get to me. I've been through this before, and it's not dangerous. I can handle this until it passes. Use breathing or relaxation in combination with positive self-talk. Experiment to see what works best for you. With practice, you may develop a combination of breathing or muscle relaxation and self-talk that is very effective against all types and degrees of panic. Wow. So there's panic attacks and agoraphobia, right? Where you're afraid to like leave the house, go anywhere. There's a variety of disorders in which the major symptom cluster arises from anxiety. I read over a month ago about the clusters. Oh, you always wanted to play the piccolo? Pink Peony, the small flute? Yeah. Oh, hi, AK-47. Yeah, I'm doing okay. You know, I got that bad news about my friend Demetrius yesterday, but I mean, he's alive. Thank you. Yeah, I'm doing better. I was getting a little depressed. I was missing everybody. You know what I mean? You get used to saying hi to people, and I mean, I even stayed off Messenger for a little bit, and gosh, my skin's so dry. You know how if you get scratched, like by the kittens or something, one little scratch, it just itches or something sometimes? Ugh. Okay, the criteria for a panic attack. We all kind of know what these, not all of us, but a lot of us know, right? Some of these symptoms: palpitations or pounding heart, sweating, trembling or shaking, sensations of shortness of breath or of smothering, feeling of choking, chest pain or discomfort, nausea or abdominal pain, feeling dizzy, unsteady, or accelerated heart rate, derealization, feelings of unreality or depersonalization, feeling detached from oneself, fear of losing control or going crazy, fear of dying, tingling or numbness, which is also called paresthesias. Paresthesias, chills or hot flashes. All right, so that's enough of that. I'll talk about agoraphobia next time, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4 pages on it. And then there's also like social phobias, which is different from agoraphobia. And I mean, there's just so much. But I'm learning a lot. Um, oh, are you? Good for you. AK-47. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I went back to give back. I don't feel like drinking, but it's a progressive, uh, disease, they say, and pretty scary. Um, and only you know, right? If you need help and need to be around other people that just don't want it anymore, you know? Like anybody, remember this, anyone can stop. It's staying stopped, right? Anyone can quit drinking, but can you stay not drinking? You know? There we go. Turn that down a little. Oh, gosh. Ooh, this really, ooh, nice table. Good for you, AK-47. Wait, tell me that you're, I remember you telling me about your story. A woman, you got balls, but it takes balls to do you have an addiction. Am I right? Well, yeah. I mean, because I was the kind of person, like I didn't even feel like drinking every day, but usually when I wasn't hungover, I did, right? And not during the day, not in the morning, but definitely on weekends. And it was like the norm in Burlington, Vermont was a real party college town. But you'll find that anywhere, right? At one little bar, whatever. And and so anyway, I learned that I'm a periodic drinker, but you know, it was usually in excess. And what I learned about myself is when I thought I was buzzed, just buzzed, like maybe 4 beers, like it's kind of a lot, especially if you're fairly petite. I thought I was just buzzed. I could handle 8 more, 10 more through the whole night, right? No, I was probably drunk by 6 or maybe even those 4. So there was a lot of mental. I don't miss the mental aspect of all of alcoholism just sucks, you know, and that's why, you know, I mean, I had when I had alcohol poisoning before the whole, thing with my kids and all that, a nurse, like this guy nurse, begged me to go to AA. And I was so hungover and all this. And I was in the hospital and could hardly write my name and this and that and the other thing. And open the bathroom door and all this. And I said, yeah, okay, I'll go. And I didn't go. I'm stubborn. I do what I want to do, blah, blah, blah. Um, and then when I was at an AA meeting, not one of these around here, but in town. I mean, this is a good 15 years ago. I found out from someone there that he was in a car accident and was being airlifted to a hospital, like in critical condition. This nurse, I don't remember his name, or wait, it was Dancer, something Dancer was his last name. And, I got kind of emotional and all this. I don't know, like everyone said prayers, but he ended up dying, you guys. Like, you just never know what a day will bring. Did you ever have a non-alcoholic parent of an alcoholic adult child? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and so if the meeting is open and it says O for open, anyone can go. If it's a closed meeting, you're supposed to be an alcoholic to go, or not an alcoholic, someone that the only requirement for AA, it says in the big book and first step and all that, or the first step, is a desire to stop drinking. But people have gone to AA drunk. I've seen it. Then they get better for a while, and then they relapse or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I had to suffer and be alone, have courts involved, and flipping petrified I wouldn't get my kids back. And I had to sign my daughter over to the state, you guys. It was the scariest damn thing ever. She was 7. Just a little, you know what I mean? I mean, if she was 2 or 3, it would have been hard enough. But honestly, I think maybe a tad easier than 7. Like, she knew what sadness was, and crying and fear, and God, it was awful. No, it's pulled back. It's just pulled back. Yeah. Hi, Keith Utesy. Hello, Penny. Total, and that person to me, I don't like either. Does anybody else? Well, I mean, hi, Relentless. Hi there. I mean, only you know if you have a problem. Even at AA, you've gone before, nobody can even tell you if they think you're an alcoholic. They're not supposed to. But yeah, the people can bring people to these AA meetings. Honestly, I don't ever check anywhere if it's an open meeting. You want a meeting and you want to go sit and hear about it or introduce someone or learn about it, you can go. You don't even have to say, if the person you're with, let's say, is an alcoholic, you don't have to say your name. You don't have to say, I don't want to speak. You can just go like this, because sometimes people that are new might be called on because they think the chairperson might think they want to talk or share their story or why they're there. Because it's very healing. A lot of people keep, stuff bottled up inside. Unlike me, I'm very transparent and have been for 2 years, pretty much my whole life. But it's not easy for everybody to admit that their ego, right, has taken over their life. Or they know what's best for everyone else, but they don't want to hear what might help them, right? Yeah, so I've been going to meetings for 12 years, minus the 2 in the beginning of the C thing, well, the first year, and then I would wear a mask a few times. Yeah, and that's the other thing. I personally think if you're not drinking, but you're smoking pot, let's say, you're not really sober. I mean, you're sober from alcohol, but do you know what I mean? But you'll have other people that will just say, no, I'm not going to quit pot, or I'm not going to, you know what I mean? Now, I've also learned that a lot of people with drug issues really do well at AA meetings. And do not let anyone say, oh, you can't be here because this isn't NA. No, you sure as heck can be. That's the other thing. I've ran into all of it, you guys. People with 4 years think they're a king, right? They think they know it all. They think, you know, people with 1 hour and someone with 30 years, it's the same. It is, I mean, it's not the same in knowledge and experience, but it's the same as in giving and receiving. Good for you, AK-47. Good for you. I mean, you don't want to die from it either. It doesn't just affect your liver, your heart. It enlarges the heart, changes the brain, destroys the liver in time. And yeah, once you get that cirrhosis of the liver, like bad, there's no going back. Because I had my sister's ex-husband's father didn't touch it for 5 years. Once he found that out, he died of alcoholism or of cirrhosis of the liver. He died anyway. Yeah, no, and I mean, right? There's all kinds of, that's right. That's right. Addiction's something that you don't want to see, but you get captured looking into the situation and want to escape from the madness of it all. Yeah. I never did hard drugs, but I was born, right, in the 60s, 1962. So in the 80s, I heard, like in the 90s, well, my ex told me it was pretty prevalent, meth and stuff, in Washington State. Out of all the states, it was worse here than anywhere. In the 90s. Now, I don't know. I guess it's more of a fentanyl problem now than even heroin. But then again, maybe it's the same, heroin and fentanyl, the problem. And meth, for all I know. I don't know, but I learned a lot about drugs in my outpatient treatment. And I was so glad I wasn't addicted to that, too. But to not be so nervous in a situation or have anxiety and know myself and love myself enough where I didn't need to self-medicate to cope or to feel pretty or more talkative at a party or whatever is really it's freedom is what it is. For me, it's freedom. But I have to remember, even though I have 12 years, I'm only 12 years old in AA. It's an AA birthday. That's young. And I'm only 1 arm length away, right? Right? From a possible drink, you know? And I did go ahead and have a non-alcoholic beer, half a one or something, on here a month ago. Last time I had something like that was 6 years ago with my friend Danielle, who used to live here. Other than that, no. And if I thought, oh, you have the taste of it, you might go back to it, might even remotely happen to me, I wouldn't have done it. But I know me. I know it's not going to make a difference. If I had maybe like a year sobriety or something, I think you're playing with fire. Maybe even 5 years. You're kind of playing with fire. That's just my feeling. Because, you know, feeling the bottle and the coldness and tasting it and the glorifying, because you do. AK-47, you're going to have to change people, places, and things. I mean, places as far as like, I mean, I don't know. I went out with a guy once, not very long, just for a couple of months. And he kept drinking and I didn't. And I mean, we're talking, this guy was from Canada. And due to his 14 DWIs, 14, you guys, he wasn't allowed back over the border. But it's very easy to think you're happy with someone, right? Because you have the attention, and also what if they're drinking, that you won't, and you really might. I have before, and I also haven't before. So, but that was before 2011, you know. And I was a good mother. I'm a good mother. But when you're in a blackout that's so damn bad, your own daughter's scared and crying, and screaming. Like, I didn't know this, you guys. It took me 4 days to piece together my evening, and it was a very short one. It was from 3 to 7. And then she was taken at 7 p.m. And then I passed out and came to at 5 in the morning, and she was gone. It felt like a kidnapping. It was horrible. Horrible. But in a way, the best thing that's ever happened to me, if that makes any sense. Oh, God. Yeah. 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 Oh, jeez. It's so dang scary, you guys. It's like cops just sniff it and can nearly die or touch it. I mean, fentanyl's that strong. And there's assholes out there putting it in stuff. Or it's so prevalent, it ended up, you guys, fentanyl on some strawberries. I'm not trying to keep people from eating strawberries. I haven't bought any since. I'm kind of paranoid about it now. But this boy was, I think, 12. And he ate some strawberries. I don't think they were from the store. I think it was like a farmer's market, kind of whatever. He flippin' died. Look it up. In fact, I'm going to look it up. Just in case there's someone out there that doesn't believe me. I'll look it up right now. I'm going to type in boy dies from, and I think this was roughly 3 weeks ago. Yep, in Kentucky, you guys. See it? Death of Kentucky boy 8, not age 12, caused by fentanyl. And They thought he was having an allergic reaction to the strawberries. His name was Trey Harris. See? I mean, I read that and I was like, good grief. Okay, and that was in Kentucky. Okay, I'm going to read the article. Madisonville, Kentucky. An 8-year-old Kentucky boy died of a fentanyl overdose last month, not from eating a batch of strawberries, authorities said this week. The family had told police they believed the boy had an allergic reaction and took him to a hospital with a rash. Police in the city of Madisonville charged, really? 33-year-old Antonio M. Person with manslaughter on Wednesday after investigators determined the boy died of fentanyl intoxication. What? I didn't know any more of I didn't read the whole thing. Person was living in the same house as the boy and had fentanyl in the home. Oh, good to know. I should have read the whole thing. I've been leery of buying gosh darn strawberries. Without elaborating on their relationship, Person was charged with drug trafficking and illegal gun possession in late March. When police searched the home following the boy's death. When the boy developed the rash, his family gave him the antihistamine Benadryl, soaked him in a bath at home, but it did not go away. The family took him to the emergency room, but brought him home several hours later. He died the next morning on March 15th. See, it was March. Oh, I said 3 weeks ago. No, it was a couple of months. The strawberries were sold at a high school fundraiser, and the episode prompted the county's health department to issue an advisory to dispose of the fruit. On Tuesday, the Hopkins County Health Department said testing on samples of the strawberries by the Food and Drug Administration showed they were safe to eat. Oh, gosh, you guys. And I know there's been, what was that thing in the lettuce and everything a long time ago? Listeria, or whatever it's called. Remember that? Hi, Donna Clark. Hi, Ryan. Listeria. I said that, but then I said wisteria. Remember that? And wow. Okay, so I was looking to see if I could see a picture of the boy. I've seen one before. There's the boy. Wait, where is he? There he is. What the heck? Why is it going to stupid commercial? Ugh. There's the boy. Child's manner of death is now listed as undetermined. The 8-year-old previously told of signs of an allergic reaction. After eating several strawberries from a school fundraiser the night before, reportedly given Benadryl, soaked in a bath, yeah. Without being evaluated, went to sleep, and was found unresponsive. Oh, they tested negative, but then, okay, Trey's stepfather, that's the stepfather, got second degree, gee. Oh boy, that's just, turn that off, depressing. Wow, it got really big all of a sudden. Let me. So I didn't get to any true crimes. It's really kind of depressing. Um, but what I've come across. Alright, so goodness gracious. So these are some stories. I won't read this one where this lady vanished in 1985 because my thing have you guys heard of this lady? I've read a few articles on her. His wife vanished in Spain. How his text to a woman he met online made him the suspect. This woman right in the middle. Okay, this woman right in the middle right there with a big smile and brown hair. Have you guys heard about this? Put a 1 in chat if you've heard about it. Oh, the shit show's here? Hi, shit show. Yo. If it's really him, I mean, if it's really you, welcome. Please hit the like. That'd be cool. AKA wants the link. I know he does. But I didn't even get to any like crime yesterday. And some people like to hear about it than just shooting the shit on panel right now. Do you know what I mean? So I don't do a lot of panels anymore because I'm doing so much gosh darn kind of reading about anxiety and happiness, and then I try to engage with the chat. Like already, it'll be 2 hours and 15 minutes. So I'm just not sure if I'm going to do a panel. Yeah, well, yeah. So put a 1 in chat if you've heard about this. Okay, Joan Marie has. Her name's Anna Nezevich Hanao, 40. She's been missing since February 2nd. All right. So the text messages seemed completely out of character for this woman. I met someone wonderful, one of the messages read. This is, okay, she went to Spain, and this is what the text message said to her friend, okay? One of her best friends. She just, out of the blue, says, I met someone wonderful. One of the messages read, he has a summer house about 2 hours from Madrid. We are going there now, and I will spend a few days there. There's barely any signal, though. I'll call you when I come back. Kisses. But she never came back. Anna, a U.S. citizen originally from Colombia, had traveled from Florida to Spain in late December after separating from her husband of 13 years, David Nezevic. She went missing in Madrid on February 2nd and hasn't been seen since. I believe, isn't this the guy, Joan, that they believe had was on a motorcycle with a great big helmet and goggles or whatever, and spray painted her security cameras? Isn't this that story? Yeah. Thank you, Donna. I mean, that's scary. Okay, now, I mean, this is a thing, you guys. When I covered it in my domestic violence series, like, I don't know, 2 months ago, it's not when you're with the person is the most dangerous time. It's when you're leaving or things are ending. And the man or woman, okay, whatever situation it is, can act like everything's amicable, right? Okay, let's just get separated. But the money thing is just pissing them off beyond anything, right? Whether they might have to pay child support or give up too much or whatever. And they're planning your demise. You don't even flippin' know it. Now, hi, Pink Lioness. Wow. Hi, everybody. Thank you. And this guy right here, and I mean, 13 years ago, he was all young and, you know, really kind of cute, I thought, anyway, in his picture. And she was drop dead gorgeous. And they were so happy. I don't know what happened. Well, I shouldn't say drop dead gorgeous. See, that was really a stupid thing to say. God. But their wedding pictures were really nice. That's right. See, once they realize you're really leaving, it's a dangerous time. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you guys, we hear about it all the time. That woman went to that, was it Walmart parking lot and met her soon to be ex, or he was an ex or something, of her kids, and then he did something with her because she was buried underneath the ground in a barn in Indiana and they were in Florida, something like that. Pretty sure those were the right states. That was what, 2 years ago. And now it's happening all the time. And it's really sad. Parker, I told you about knocking, right? Yesterday, I'm not getting up all the time. Yeah, yeah. If I, yeah. Is it the grapefruit? What is it? Oh, orange. Okay. Yeah. They're like $4.55 a thing. So when I get money, okay. Yeah, not right now. I'm on live. I'm not gonna go 1:45. Okay, that's enough questions. That's 1:45 in the afternoon. Okay, thanks. All right. The FBI is now alleging that the text messages to Anna's friends were not actually sent by Anna, 40, but by Nezovich, who was arrested by U.S. federal agents last week and charged with kidnapping. According to a federal complaint, agents were contacted by a Colombian woman who said Nezovich, or Nezovic, I don't know, contacted her via WhatsApp and asked her for help translating a message into perfect Colombian for a friend in Serbia who is writing a script about a Colombian character. Nezovic explains that he wants the writing to sound authentic. The woman who is called Individual One in the complaint said she met Nezovic on a dating app in October 2023. At the end of the exchange, Nezovic allegedly thanked the woman for her help with the translation. Thanks, gorgeous, he allegedly wrote. Don't mention it, handsome, was the response. I hope it helps. It helps, my friend. Smiley face, he allegedly wrote. Wow. Authorities allege that at one point the Colombian woman told her mother about having met a Serbian man online, referring to Nezovic. The woman's mother then Googled Nezovic and learned that his wife had been reported missing in Madrid. Good grief, you guys. Yeah. Here's a picture of her on the missing poster thing. Wow. Authorities allege that the woman then discovered a news article that contained a message purportedly from Nezovic's wife that matched the exact wording of the text she and Nezovic had put together on or about February 3rd, 2024. Authorities allege that Nezovic flew to Istanbul from Miami on January 27th and rented a Peugeot 308 in Serbia on January 29th. From there, authorities say he drove to Spain to kidnap his estranged wife. Per Google Maps, by car, it takes approximately 26 hours to travel from Belgrade, Serbia to Madrid, Spain, at a distance of 2,592 kilometers. Good grief. Anna's brother Felipe Hanao told authorities just days after his sister disappeared that the couple was going through a nasty divorce and there's a substantial amount of money on the line to be split up between the two, and David is not happy about it. The Nezoviches owned EOX Technology Solutions Incorporated, which does computer support for South Florida businesses. According to a profile on the website, Nezovic is listed as the managing director and CEO. He listed his hobbies as tinkering with technology and his favorite food as medium rare steak. Per the profile, Anna graduated with a BS in International Business and BS in Business Administration and Management from EAFIT University in Medellin, Colombia. After emigrating to the U.S., she worked in general management in the medical industry before being begged by her husband to join him at EOX and help with running the company. Under the category of her favorite thing about EOX, Anna's profile read, "The fact that we work together to grow together and be better together." On Sunday, in a message on Facebook, Adam Ingber, one of attorneys representing Anna's family, asked the public to contact the authorities if they know anything. I'm hoping that somebody along that path from Serbia to Madrid and back will have seen something, or will have some video, or will remember something weird that happened at the side of the road. Just something bizarre, strange, or something out of the ordinary. If you know anything, please say something to the authorities. Anna Maria's life goal is to help other women, women in need, and so I know that if she had this opportunity to speak to the world and make a plea to the world for helping mothers find their daughters, she would say, don't just think about me. Think about all of the other women for whom there is no media attention, for whom there is no hope, for whom there is no information. And please try to go out of your way to help those people. Oh, that's so sad. If you're experiencing domestic violence, call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-7233 or go to thehotline.org. All calls are toll-free and confidential. The hotline is available 24/7 in more than 170 languages. Wow. Wow. I don't think she's alive. Hi, Halloween baby. Oh, thank you. Yeah, things are better now that I'm back and I can say hi to you guys. But like the first week, I was just getting a lot done with appointments and plans and riding my bike and getting out there, moving and getting stuff done. Um, and I didn't put anything off. It was just time, right, for dental and eye appointments. And I want to get new contacts. And I had to pay, or not pay. I got my free exam, right? I have to have a regular exam before my contact fitting exam, which is $80 exactly. And then I can order 6 months supply for $90 new contacts. Because I don't know if anyone in here saw, but I put in my dirty ones. My eyes were burning. I had to take them out eventually. I mean, my eyes were all red, and I tossed them. I do have glasses, but they're gosh darn falling apart, peeling around the edges. I brought them in to have them cleaned with my daughter. She had to have the screw fixed, and I said, "What is this? Like I can't even get them clean or whatever." And he said it's like the sealant stuff around the very outside. Oh, for good grief. What a flippin' sicko. Good grief. Yeah, there's too many. This one though, I'm going to read this one. Trigger warning. Let me put that up. Where is it? Banner. Trigger warning. Yeah, so if anybody wants to help me with my StreamYard, things like that, or my kittens, be greatly appreciated. But certainly don't have to watch my program and hang out. I'm so happy I'm not sitting here just talking to myself. Okay, so here's another one. Look at this. Teen dining with parents on Greece trip was allegedly RAPED'd in a bar bathroom by a stranger. That just... Okay, so this was a Greek island of, is it pronounced Crete? 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 Does anyone know? It's spelled CRETE. Isn't it Crete? Crete, Greece? Oh, Demetrius, he messaged me today. He said it effing sucks, whatever, to be in this much pain. I don't know if that means his throat, hard to breathe. I don't know, but he can't talk. I left him a voice message. I told him I'm very worried. I am about him finding that out last night. He's alive. He's young. He really goes through a lot. Um, so prayers for Demetrius. Anybody that is willing to pray for him. He believes in God and prayer. Oh wow! Hi, Mission Possible. Yeah, I took like 2.5 weeks off. I was gonna take the whole summer off, but I missed you guys too much. I was just, if I'm not looking at this, I was looking at the TV in the evening. And even though there's a lot in the Weather Channel and blah, 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 um, I just gravitated back to this sooner. Um, yeah, too young for so many health issues. Yep, Halloween baby. I hope you're doing well. I hope everyone's doing, the best they can. Um, so I'm going to read this. Teen dying with parents on Greece trip was allegedly RAPED'd in bar bathroom by stranger. She was 16. I'm assuming it's a woman. The 16-year-old was vacationing with her family, was a woman, on the Greek island of, I guess it's called Crete, Crete, Greece, or Greek island of Crete. Okay. So this alleged attack took place at a bar in Malia, Malia. Maybe it's pronounced Malaya. I don't know. On the Greek island of Crete, or Crete, on Wednesday, May 8. The teenager was on vacation with her family at the time. Jeez. The suspect was arrested. He has not been named, but he's a 28-year-old man. The suspect allegedly tried to escape following the incident. The alleged victim and her mother went to local police to file a complaint. Authorities soon apprehended the suspect after they reviewed security footage from the bar and surrounding businesses. Information about charges was not immediately available. It's just really sad. Look at this. Mississippi man gets death for torturing an MURDERING a 2-year-old stepson because the boy took too long to find juice box. Golly. Joseph David Hurd was convicted of the MURDER of Hayden Lee Batile. Oh, you guys, he got the death penalty. He was sentenced to death after he was convicted of this. This man is 41. The boy died after his mother called 911, saying the boy was found unresponsive. The mother was arrested too in the aftermath of Hayden's death and were initially charged with felony child abuse. But the charges were upgraded to MURDER after police said they found bruises on the child. Oof. Okay, trigger warning. That's right, Mission Possible. Some people shouldn't have or be anywhere around children. You know, just shouldn't be. Oh, goodness. They said the autopsy ruled that Hayden died as a result of suffocation and suffered several injuries, including to the head. Okay, the stepdad pleaded guilty to first-degree MURDER. And okay, good grief. Haley, the mother, said Hayden had soiled his diaper. Good. Can you believe that? People drive that fast through this parking lot? That's ridiculous. And they have to slow down. You know why? We have speed bumps. And we haven't had them the full 23 years I've been here. I moved in here in 2001. I think they've been there now maybe 8 years or so. And they're pretty big speed bumps. And that's the reason why. Because kids, I mean, they do. They play in the parking lot. Little kids run out between cars. They're crossing to go to their apartment. Yeah. So little Hayden had soiled his diaper. It took too long to get a juice box from the refrigerator before Joseph got angry and began punching him in the chest and head. I'm not going to read any more kids' ones. The district attorney said he was beaten for being a child, punished for soiling his diaper and crying. Okay, and just I'm not gonna. I can't. Wow. Okay, I didn't know about this. 3 killed, 15 injured in shooting at May Day event in Alabama. Who's heard of this? This was, oh God, I hope the glass didn't break. Oh my God, please. Oh, thank God. Oh, that was the loudest dang crash. Who's heard of this? This is in Stockton, Alabama. Wow. Oh, thank you, Winter, for coming in. Thank you. I can't remember now if your first name is Donna. And if it is, thank you so much for the PayPal. Did you leave already? Are you Donna? I'm trying to remember. This is what I mean. I can't, my dang short-term memory. Oh, I know. You never know when it's like, right? Okay to say something or, you know. When I was riding my bike back from the a little, convenience store, whatever, to get some ice cream. I saw a gal, young. I mean, she was young, maybe 19, 20. And I thought she was just walking into the parking lot, my route where cars were parked behind this fence to just like head to her job. Or I just didn't know. I didn't even know she was that young. But anyway, she was talking to a man in the phone. I didn't see a purse on her. I didn't see a backpack, just her and her phone. And in all honesty, like, it's probably all this true crime, you guys. But, I thought, because it happens in this town, is she like, but it could be anything, right? Is she being sex trafficked? Did she just run away from an abusive situation? It didn't really sound like a father talking to her, more like a boyfriend kind of thing. And I just kept pedaling. I kept pedaling. And I said a prayer. I said, God, keep that woman safe. In Jesus' name, help her however you can, or something like that. But I kept pedaling because, these days, everyone carries. And if they don't carry, it didn't look like she was, they might have a little knife. Or if she's high on drugs and she thinks, I don't know, I look like someone and I'm approaching her. I mean, I don't know, right? You can't get involved anymore. And I used to. I was the kind of person that did not waver from telling someone, your child is standing on the seat of that cart and your back is to them and they're not even two and they're going to fall out and break their head open. But I don't say it like that, But I don't hesitate to speak up. And even with that wailing child over here on the bottom floor, but I've had to change my concerns and just kind of let God, really, pretty often. Okay, so a May Day event in Alabama. Around 1,000 people had gathered for the May Day event in Stockton, Alabama, when an altercation led to a shooting. I mean, how many of these do we have to hear about, right? People having birthday parties at parks or someone's home or some kind of event or a funeral or celebration of life or a wedding, whatever. It says 3 people were killed and 15 were injured after a shooting at a large event in Alabama on Saturday, May 11th, around 9:30 p.m. Deputies responded to a report of gunshots at a May Day event in Stockton, Alabama, where about 1,000 people were in attendance. According to witnesses, the event was peaceful until an argument took place, which led to at least one subject shooting multiple rounds into the large crowd. Wow. A total of 18 people were shot during the incident, and 3 of those victims have died. The identities of the victims have not been released by the sheriff's office. All right, you guys, I don't know how loud this is. There we go. But I have my fan on low. How long is this? I'm going to stop it every 10 seconds or so. Hold on. Oof.
First responders responding to a call of a multi-victim shooting in Stockton just before 10 Saturday night in Baldwin County. According to the Baldwin County Sheriff's Office, Several people have been wounded at a May Day celebration on Bryant's Landing Road near Yates Lane. Right now, the number of people wounded and the scope of their injuries is unknown, but the sheriff's office has said fatalities are possible. A suspect is on the loose. There is no description at this time. All available law enforcement were sent to the scene last night. Video on social media shows a chaotic scene with people running and screaming, several people on the ground, some bleeding. Several patients were taken to North Baldwin Infirmary. We don't know what led to this shooting or if anyone has been arrested at this point.
Oh my gosh, that was really short. Okay, did they say they caught the guy yet? Okay, so now it's saying 2 of the fatal victims as Christian Bradley, 24, and Chiquita Ewing, 37, a mother of 2. Ewing's cousin, Martha Timms, detailed the moments after shots were fired and she realized her cousin had been struck. So I turned around, and when I got over there, I noticed it was my cousin. I just lost it. And she was just laying there and wasn't responding. Family members confirmed the identity of the 3rd victim killed in the shooting as 19-year-old Michael Anderson Jr. Authorities believe there may have been more than one shooter and said they are following up on those leads. As of Monday, May 13th, okay, it's only 8 here, so it's 11 Eastern. Anyway, it's still the 13th. The sheriff's office has not announced that any arrests have been made. Wow. Wow. Oh, good grief, you guys. It's 2:17. I think I'll go till 2:30. Read a few more. You have your fan on too, Artsy. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. It's really nice. Really, really nice. Oh, Winter, you're not here now. Well, maybe you'll catch this later. Thank you. Thank you so much. I thought that was you. Love, light, and blessings to all of you. That's such a pretty thing to hear, you know what I mean? Ow, my leg is like, I don't know, it's just so stiff. Watch everything fall again. Oh, God. This is just terrible. How old was I when I went water skiing? I like to compare things all the time. I think I was 18, because that's when I first started drinking. That was the drinking age back in the 80s. But and I had to drink to get on the water skis. This young gal, right there, ballerina 15, killed while water skiing by boater who allegedly didn't stop, as suspect for means at large. Wow. I just can't even imagine families going through. Whoops. And this is more of a better picture of her. Poor thing. I mean, wow. Her name's Ella Riley Adler. Authorities are searching for a suspect who they say killed a 15-year-old ballerina from Miami while she was water skiing on Saturday afternoon. Ella Adler was water skiing near a beach in Key Biscayne, Florida. Wow. When she was allegedly hit by a boater who fled the scene. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission said in a statement on Sunday. Ella's school announced her passing. Oh gosh, you guys. I remember when my daughter was 15. She's 20 now. We are heartbroken. Ransom Everglades School in Coconut Grove, Florida, said in a statement. Ella Adler, number 27, shined in our classrooms and on our stages, and she embodied the mission of Ransom Everglades School. The commission said in the statement that Ella was hit by a vessel, which has a light blue hull, and was headed west after allegedly hitting her. Gosh. In her obituary, Ella is being remembered as a force of nature and a star ballerina who participated more than 100 performances with the Miami City Ballet. Her magnetism radiated on the stage where she belonged and thrived. When she was near, everyone felt a gravitational pull toward her. In her 15 years on this earth, she dazzled us with her light. Wow. Well, more than likely there's some damage, right? I mean, something. Hi, Truth Seeker. You're in the bushes. You don't have to be. Rapper might be upset with me, but when things got a little too intense with the wording, I banned him. But I know he has other accounts. I didn't just delete the comment. Now, I did that before. I mean, I've met the guy on Leanies, you know. He's young, impressionable, trying to find his way in life, right? I mean, not real young. What is he? 20? Is he 25? 20? I think it's 25, isn't he? This is really, really sad. I mean, everything's sad when you see these. All right. So the next one is an Amber Alert. I'm all the way in Washington State, but you know, I have quite a few people from the South, right? Because quite a few were from the South that watched Dolly Vision, and so they kind of know me from that show. But if we can help in any way, authorities believe Willon, Willon, Jace McClain, was abducted by Willie Edward McClain Jr. It says Amber Alert for 3-year-old Alabama boy in extreme danger, it says. See? That's the boy. Now, why is he in such extreme danger? An Amber Alert has been issued for a 3-year-old boy who was last seen early on the morning of Monday, May 13 in Forest Dale, Alabama. According to the Amber Alert issued by the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency, Willen Jace McLean weighs about 35 pounds and is 3 feet tall. Authorities say they believe Willen was abducted by Willie Edward McLean Jr., 49, who is possibly traveling in a white Chevy Silverado with the Alabama license plate 051AS, as in Sam and C as in cat. 051AS C. Authorities say Willen is believed to be in extreme danger. People take screenshots all the time. There's the license plate 051A as in apple, S as in Sam, C as in cat. Here he is. Here's a picture of the dad. If anyone sees this person, you don't want to approach him. You want to call 911. Right? Anyone with information is asked to call the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office at 205-325-1450 or 911. Yeah, Artsy, rapper is young. Yeah. Oh, you're having a procedure done, Mission? Good luck with that. Eating your last meal before that. Oh, did you say please don't leave us for so long? I enjoy your readings. Is that to me? Thanks, you guys. Thank you, Artsy. Thank you. Well, this is the thing. I had a feeling that if I announced it on here, I'd see even one person go, oh, please don't leave or leave too long or whatever. And then I'd feel bad and I wouldn't have gotten my much needed break again. I had a good break. What was it? When was it? Was it November to almost January, or the middle of November to January once? So it's been a good 5 months. But so the people that I have in Messenger, the lady friends, I let them know, and I assumed within time it would get around, right? To people that are regulars, or not regulars, but you know what I mean. Well, yeah, regulars that come over here, and people would hear that way that I didn't just disappear and that I was coming back. But quite a few people I'm finding didn't know. So I apologize for that. I think what I'll do, because it's been 2.5 hours, is I'm going to ask the chat really quickly here. Put a 1 in chat if you guys think Barry Morphew is guilty of Suzanne Morphew's demise. I do. I have all along. His scary, controlling nature and the fact that their own daughter, what was her name? Was it Missy, or I don't know, now I can't remember. The one that started with M, said one day it came up in court to her mother, came up in court through a friend. You need to get a restraining order against dad and divorce him. Her own daughter said that to her mother. So there was a lot more contention and friction going on in that house than, anybody knew. Hi, Sean B. Oh, a colonoscopy mission? Yeah, I had mine when I was 50. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Kind of like, not that it would be bad. Macy is the youngest. Yes. Hi, Nature Sounds. I barely felt anything. Luckily, I, didn't have any polyps or anything, and I could wait 10 years. But then I decided, after talking to my doctor and my mother, that I would do the Cologuard and just do the fecal testing thing, which they don't recommend. Maybe they don't even allow it. If you've had a past polyp or whatever, it's for people that, but, I told my doctor, I said, look, I will get the colonoscopy if this isn't like 100% thorough or whatever. And he said, no, it's real good. So, yeah. She is the reason, besides my kittens being born out of the blue and I wanted to film them. Well, I was just going to do little videos. We're going to do StreamYard for kittens. I didn't even know what that was. I did not know what that was, StreamYard. And in fact, my very first one is me just filming the kittens in the corner over there when they were just really small, around some blankets, just starting to walk and everything. But when Suzanne Morphew's remains were found, I just had to talk about it, and I had a lot to say. And yeah, so I started a channel. That was 7 months ago. It'll be 8 months in about a week. 8 months. From the 21st. Makes it a month each time. Oh, I know. Kittens are so funny. I haven't let them in here for a while. Because Sunshine is still having a hard time going to the bathroom in the litter box. She will if she's placed. Otherwise, she just doesn't want to bother with it. And I have that special pet scent, get rid of deodorizer or whatever, to spray on it. It's $15 a bottle, but boy, does it work. And I didn't want to have to be doing that in my bedroom. But last night I let him in. I kept my eye on Sunshine. Tulip is just, I know you shouldn't have favorites. You just shouldn't. But she is my favorite. They're all girls. And I keep saying he. But she's so sweet, you guys. They all have their own little personalities, right? Rain seems a little more skittish, but yet he's very, very close and wants to be on my daughter's bed all the time and purring and all this, right? Tulip is closer to me, will come up to my legs and rub his face on my leg, which Sunshine and Rain don't do to me at all. I know it's because I feed him, right? But even when he gets my arm, I can feel it. When he pushes, I can feel his little tooth. It's just really cute. Because they didn't start doing the purring thing or whatever till I think 2 months ago. You could hear him purr. Um, and he's just really, really friendly and likes to go in between my legs, and he's always around me. And then Sunshine will let me pick her up. She's used to me, and pet her. And she'll look at me, and she's more patient than Rain, but she's not as friendly. And she's got the loudest meow when it's cat meat and dry. I put 1 can of meat around the outside of a medium big plate. 1 can of Friskies meat. It's pate. And it's turkey one day, chicken another, mixed grill another, a seafood another, because they're older now. They'll be 8 months on the 21st. But anyway, and then I put dry in the middle, and they nibble this meat, because when I do 2 cans of meat, it's too much. They gobble it down too fast, especially the mama, and she pukes. So to get that mixture of some dry in, instead of just gulping down the pate, seems to work. And usually in the mornings, they clean up the plate. All 4 of them eat around that. They seem to like that. When I end my live here, I'm going to Google and see how long they're supposed to have kitten chow. I mean, they have a little bit of the adult dry once in a blue moon, but very rarely. And they need all the protein and stuff that's in this kitten chow, but at what age? Is it 9 months? Is it a year? Is it 7 months? So I'm going to look. Because even though we're supposed to, like, Jackson Galaxy, who's a real cat lover and has his own show and everything, Jackson Galaxy knows all about cats. He said cats should be fed twice a day. Twice. With the kittens, I feed them now about 3, and I give them a little bit of dry before I go to bed. It's all night, right? They don't have a bowl of dry to graze on. They're hungry. When I get up at 10:30, they're hungry. And then I feed the 2 adult kitties in another room. They're adult with their meat on their 2 separate plates, and then the kittens and the mama together. And but that's how they get fat and sick. If they can just graze every 20 minutes, they'd like to do that. I don't want to just leave a bowl of dry out, but it's kind of a lot. I don't know. I got to see when it's safe, if it's the right or okay thing to do. But yeah, they're really cute and funny. Oh gosh. Oh, you used to watch them on Animal Planet? Yeah. What was this show called? Shoot. It started. Oh, The Cat from Hell or something, right? Yes, there it is. Cat from Hell. Pink Lioness. I watched all the episodes. He'd get down there, right? And stick his hand under the bed. He didn't even care if he got scratched. He wanted to show them that he cared. He wasn't afraid, and this and that, the other thing. Yeah, that was a great show. Yep. Oh, wow. Your daughter's name is Tulip? Wow. Um, well, this is what I've noticed. Um, Thank you, Artsy. Yeah, sunshine, tulip, and rain. My daughter named them all. Um, what I've noticed is when the litter gets bumpy, like even if there's like one stool in there once, I just cleaned it. She didn't want to use the darn thing. So I pushed it to the corner and flattened it all down and set her in there, and she was fine. It's like if it's bumpy, she just feels funny. That's what it's seeming like to me. Okay. Not, that I would know or anything like that. Oops. So I was looking back on the comments. Thank you all for being here, you guys, hanging out. Uh, oh, wow. Yes, nature sounds. Yes, I did hear that was found in her bones. I mean, you guys, they need to flip and arrest him. It's ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? I mean, they know he's guilty. Maybe they're gonna. Maybe they're gonna rearrest him. Now my hair is just really all over the place. Maybe they'll rearrest him. She deserves justice. The poor woman had cancer flipping once and was in remission and then had it again when he allegedly snuffed her out. And she loved her daughters, and her daughters loved her. Wow. And they met in high school, everything, you guys. Saw pictures of them. You know, I covered that case way back, 8 months 8 months ago. If anybody wants to look at the Susie and Morphew video of mine, it's out there. But I'm gonna go. Been rambling now, and well, not rambling, but just talking to you guys and hanging out. It's really nice. Please hit the like. I'm trying to get up to 2,600. I was only 3 away. Now I'm like 6 away. I don't know. I lost 3 more subs last night. I gained 1 because I needed 4, right? Needed 4, so I had 2,596. And then a little while after the show ended, I had 2,597. I was like, wow. I mean, even 1 is fabulous. It really is. And then today I look and I'm down to 1,594, I think. Yeah, 94. So I lost 3 since last night. And I'm just like, wow, shoot. I mean, I don't expect to get subs every day or even every week. I don't want to lose subs. And I understand I've been gone for a little while and I've kept my eye on it. It didn't go down drastically, only about 5 or something while I was gone. Before that, I guess YouTube did some kind of supposed purging kind of thing they do. They go around to everybody's channels and get rid of the trolls and the people that don't have real channels and blah, blah, blah. And I lost, I think it was 50 altogether. I don't think it was 35. I think it ended up being 50. Pretty sure. And that just sucked. Anyway, thank you for being here, you guys, and hanging out. at all this, and I should see you tomorrow. Okay? Bye. Thank you. If you want to help me with my channel or anything, there's the Cash App and PayPal. I'm going to take it off right now. Wait, where is it? Banner. There we go. See you next time. Love you. Have a good night.